of the good gentleman from Tarlac and, as Senator Win described, another champion for education. Excuse my voice, Mr. President. I'm praying to be charismatic but woke up asthmatic. So medyo masama yung sa chest, but I cannot help but stand up because kung ano man nararamdaman ko does not compare really with the state of education. At gusto ko rin pagbigyan yung dati natin na Senate President Mig Subiri na nagsabing dapat mas maraming discussion talaga sa floor. Diba? So if the gentleman from Tarlac would allow me only 2 questions.
Of course, Mr. President.
Sige. First of all, I thank God that you were the first to speak, and the first topic is education. I know there are a lot of political issues like the impeachment, the budget, the SONA, contra SONA, but I think all of us will agree not only should the highest budget allocation go to education, but the highest priority, no? Even if you talk on the spiritual side values, dapat yan sa education pa rin. Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew solved many of the problems of Singapore with a 5- and 10-year plan in the basic education sector. So my question, Mr. President, is this. Together with His Honor and many of us, we were here during the time na diniscuss yung K-12. And if you remember, dalawa lang kami ni Senator Trillanes ang nag-object among the present here who were part of that. I think the whole world went K-12 except 2 other countries. But one of those 2 other countries is top 4 in education in the whole world, no? And then minention din kasi kawawa naman mga engineers natin, they will need another 2 years, etc. But when we computed that, that was less than 1%. And the basic objection is, kung baga sa kotse, galing sa karag-karag na vintage na I won't name a brand kasi lahat naman ng brands ay maganda, suddenly, right before K-12, parang Lexus or Mercedes-Benz na tayo. To be fair to the former president, ang daming naayos sa education. Yung innovations niya sa bidding out the classrooms as a whole, yung pagtaas ng sweldo ng teachers. I mean, we have to give it to him, to Brother Armin, they did that, no? But they proposed a giant step to K-12. Unfortunately, many of the things we predicted then, one, hindi masosustain. Even Sensani, who I'm happy is now the DepEd Secretary, and of course it was his father who was the main proponent of this. Ang promise kasi nila, number 1, after graduating high school, pwede ka na magtrabaho, parang Germany. That means yung track, kompleto.
Yep.
So, sa SONA, in-announce ng Presidente, pag senior high ka at gusto mo na mag-electronic or electrical, hindi yun yung promise sa K-12. Ang promise sa K-12, first year high school pa lang, junior high school, may track na. Whether yan ay sports, whether yan ay sa fashion, sa creative, sa pananamit, sa computers, internet, no? Hindi sa 5th year. Hindi sa 4th year, sa 5th year. Nandun pa lang yun yun yung pangako. Another pangako is that the GE subjects na lahat tayo na nag-college ay nadanasan natin yan. It was 80% or 70% of our first 2 SEMs. Ililipat yan sa high school para ang mga college ay nangako na i-cut to 3 years. Ngayon, kailangan pa natin ng win-win solution through Senator Win by filing a bill to force them na magbawas. So, noong time ko po, I think 18 units full load kami, 21 units okay pa rin, hindi pa overload, 23 units yung overload. Eh ngayon, Senwin, ano ba, 20, 26, 28, basta yung units. So, yung promise ng K-12, baliktad pa yung mga nangyari. And I can go on, and I know you agree, I had the chance to hear some of your comment speeches, more on social media than on the campaign. No? So, right in front of you is a senator who loves to be loved and loves to be hated. Senator Jinggoy Estrada. So, the same goes for his proposal to get rid to K-12. Some parents,
love it.
Some PTA associations, some local government, some media practitioners love the idea, some hate the idea. So I know this is going to be a long discussion, but I'm really curious. what you have in mind, sir. Are you for the abolition of the K to 12 or are you for the full implementation? What are your,
Yes.
in a nutshell, leaning towards?
Thank you, Mr. President. Yung problema ho sa K-12 directly affects the employability of our students. At malinaw po yung posisyon natin na ang pagtatrabaho sa dulo ng edukasyon mahalaga. No, mahalaga na pagkatapos ng educational journey mo, may trabaho ka, no? You should be employable, you should have the skills that that are needed to be hired. And one of the bills that we filed, pinapalapit po niya yung mga eskwelahan at yung curriculum dun sa mga employment opportunities. This directly will affect the grade 11, grade 12 system. So maganda po ang pangako ng grade 11, grade 12, pero alam natin hindi po yan ang natutupad on the ground, no? Kung may reforma na pwedeng gawin para maging employable yung mga estudyante natin, then maybe it deserves one more shot. But kung talagang hindi kaya, then we will tackle the solution suggested by Senator Estrada. So ang mangyayari po dito, maghihearing po tayo, and we will hear everyone's position on the matter. The position from our fellow senators here, mga eksperto, from DepEd itself, apektado rin dyan siyempre ang CHED at ang mga kolehiyo, and hopefully we can come to a solution na malinaw, no? At this point, lahat po tayo nagbibigay ng solusyon, magandang pakinggan yan, wala pong off the table, everything is on the table, mapag-usapan, and as a committee, as a body, we can come up with the reforms together. But definitely, hindi solusyon yung walang gagawin. The solution is not doing nothing. Kasi kung wala tayong gagawin, tuloy po yung problema natin dyan. We have to do something. No?
I agree with you 100%, but I feel...
If I may, with the
Yes.
indulgence of my two colleagues,
Yes.
if I may be recognized,
Majority Leader.
Mr. President, just to point out something, Mr. President, because I cannot help but butt in, Mr. President, with regard to the challenges that we are facing in implementing K-12 program. Mr. President, in some countries right now, they're already talking about including the artificial intelligence subjects in all in a curriculum of the secondary and basic education, Mr. President. You can go to China and they're already implementing it. Until now, in the Philippines, we are still talking about debating on mother tongue use. What I'm just trying to point out, Mr. President, is that in some areas where K-12 is being implemented, for example, and the promise is you will get a job as soon as you finish K-12. But in some, I would not say some, but in many places of the country where there's no resources, educational facilities. For example, Mr. President, you talk about AI, you talk about robotics. 2 years ago, I was in Singapore and I met Robot Ella, a barista who can do 200 cups of coffee in an hour. But 2 months ago, it's already here in Mega Mall. So if we're not going to do something about it, if the schools, the basic education facilities are not ready, then we will only continue to offer hair cutting, massage therapy, which I don't, wala po akong ano doon, no? I'm not against the course. Pero kung yun lang po lagi,
Yes.
at yun lang yung idinala sa isang particular community, then walang upskilling, walang retooling, then the problem will continue to arise, especially with the rise of artificial intelligence. So just to point out, Mr. President, the importance of really looking into this, and I don't think, I don't agree actually, Mr. President, of abolishing K-12. But if we are not going to implement it properly, then that's the only thing we can do right now, probably think about. But abolishing or going back to our usual yung limited time, Mr. President, in the basic education, baka ho, babalik na naman tayo doon sa dati at hindi tayo mag-move forward. Just to put that on record, Mr. President.
Mr.
Thank
President.
you, distinguished colleague. Thank you, Senator Cayetano. Thank you, Chairperson.
Mr.
Abang.
President, just to add to the Majority
please
Floor
proceed.
Leader's point.
Yes, please
Yes.
proceed.
Mr. President, ang nangyayari po kasi, yung pagpili ng mga kurso, hindi siya base sa job market information. So, actually, hindi pa nga yung available eh. Kadalasan po yung nangyayari, kung ano yung gusto ng mga magulang, kung ano yung gusto ng mga tao, hindi po kung ano yung base sa mga